So both of your characters it's one of the things about the show. There are secrets upon secrets and then twists and turns. So tell me a little bit, what is Paul up to going into season 3?
Paul's in his own his natural element. He's with the military. He's with the Castor Boys. He's no longer playing the double agent, so he gets to be himself. He has a great story arc this year. I had a lot of fun playing it, and I think there's a lot of surprises in store for the fans this year. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. I don't know what to say. I just don't want to spoil it. But I had so much fun this season. I'm really excited for it to hit the airways. Really, really excited.
Well, and tell me a little about the Castor clones. We met them, and then in the teasers, they look like they're bananas. In a way, they just look, I'm always scared. So give me an idea about their life without teasing. Because I don't really want to know either, completely.
Why the Castor Boys are the way they are, I don't think I can really say, but gosh, what can I say about the Castor Boys? All I can say is that they are pretty scary. They're raised in the military, so, they're trained to be soldiers. That's their mentality, so it's hard for them to break from that soldier mentality, that soldier lifestyle. And I think Paul's kind of like in the position of watching over these boys, so Paul's involved in the craziness as well, even though he might be a little crazy too this year. I don't want to say if he's not.
I feel like everyone is a little bit. You have to be to kind of live in this world with clones and...
Yeah. To live in that world and make it your reality, I think it'd be a shock for anyone, right? Yeah. Especially to date one too.
Yeah, let's talk about, so...
Oh,
you did. That's right.
Just like one night stands, here and there.
But let's talk about Cosima and Delphine's relationship. Like, really evolved so beautifully last season, and a terrifying. Like, what's like? I'm so nervous about Cosima. So, where is Delphine though going into this season?
I think the wonderful thing about season 2, the end of it, for me, was that Delphine made a promise to Cosima to love all of the clones equally, and before that meant. Getting the love and the science in a place where they could work together. But in season 3, there are more things to add up to that equation. There's Castor, there's Topside, there's Dyad. What is going to be her new position at Dyad? How is Cosima's health going to evolve? I think Delphine is going to be very, very stuck, and she's going to get closer to the core of things. So she's going to spin outside of Dyad and get involved into many different spheres, but get closer to the truth and closer to danger. So there's going to be some really hard moments for her, and I think when you're facing a challenge as a person, or when a character faces a challenge, there's sides of you or of the character that start to appear. So we're going to see maybe a much darker side of Delphine. But as I said before, this show is not like, oh, you're a baddie, you're a goodie. Sometimes a goodie will do a baddie thing, a baddie will have a heart, and so what are her true motivations? I think that's also going to come out throughout the season, and we're gonna learn.
She has an awesome season. That's all I gotta say. Her stuff is so great. Yeah. Both our stuff is. I'm so pleased.
We're so lucky.
Yeah, we were really lucky. Our storylines really kick butt this
all
year.
The storylines.
They all do. I mean, I'm just talking about us because we're the only ones here.
It's true. But
yeah.
Sometimes I tell Graham, it's like, how do you carry such a huge cast? And I'm talking about all the later clones. And, they all evolve in their own specific way. We all know them. We all care for them in a different way. Now the cast, we have such a huge cast, and everybody gets these very meaty, very exciting parts. We're so lucky.
And then we always watch the first episode right before we go on Christmas break. And we can always tell that we did something right because all the crew's like, oh my God, they're like, I didn't think we could top last year, but we did. It's like everybody's almost in tears because we're so excited with our final product. So, I mean, just get ready. It's just going to be a really, really crazy cool season.
Yeah. Well, and I'm excited because, like you said, there do keep being new aspects, new things introduced.
Yeah.
I mean, they already have plenty to deal with, but will we see more beyond the Castor clones and beyond Dyad? Are there any other threats coming ahead, in the days ahead?
Well, I mean, it's like in real life. Who's holding the strings, right?
Yeah.
Just,
we keep moving up the ladder to see,
to wonder who's behind,
right.
All these decisions.
And that definitely happens this year.
Yeah.
With the introduction to some new, really, really cool characters.